Check with chat, make sure everything is not blowing their eardrums out. Make sure your volume's loud enough.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, I've got you on a different channel coming in, so you should be as loud as I am.
Okay. I guess me and
I'm
you.
just waiting on the delay right now.
All right.
Here's the link. I sent it to you in Discord.
Okay. Let's see what it looks like. Okay. Oh wow, you got a video machine in the back?
Oh yeah, I got a pinball machine right behind me.
Oh wow.
Your camera just disappeared. At least on my OBS, it's
Oh
fine.
yeah. Okay. Hold on.
Oh yeah, echo from my YouTube was not muted. All right. Did you turn off your camera?
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. I don't know if there's any filters on this thing or not. I don't think it's that advanced.
Yeah. Just trying
Hopefully
to.
everybody can hear us over on YouTube.
I didn't make my bed.
Oh
I
yeah,
guess
there we
that
go.
doesn't matter.
Chat's rolling in. And we got Justin Rower, we got Toasty Pops, we got Regine Franklin.
Toasty Pops.
There should be some familiar names in the chat. We share a lot
Yep.
of the same crowd. Oh, this will be awesome. I appreciate you jumping in with us.
Yeah.
The Toasty, you can hear both of us, and music's not too loud. Make sure before we get rolling. That is rolling in. All right, awesome. Yeah, Justin Rower, it is going great. We've got the man, the myth, the legend, Professor Roger here with us. Who's now actually local to me here in Atlanta. Having moved down from closer to the Great White North. We are happy to have him here. He's playing around with some of his settings, so he's going to be on and off the camera for a second.
Yeah. All right.
Ready
So,
to jump in?
welcome to my bedroom.
Nothing wrong with that. Welcome to my basement. So it's my man cave, so you know I gotta representing here. The one room in the house that's actually mine.
Yes, man cave.
Yeah, the only
Yeah,
one that I got to
I'm
decorate
working
with
on
my own style. You know, my wife did not get a say in most of it. I say most of it. She chose a lot of the colors, but other than that, it was all me.
yeah, I could tell, but I'm
Excessive
not gonna
amount of
go there.
Star Wars stuff everywhere and beer stuff on the walls.
Yes,
So.
by a professional.
So, Professor Roger, for those of us that don't know you, do you want to give us your 30-second elevator speech and kind of what has gotten you into teaching on Saturday mornings?
Yeah, sure. I am Professor Roger, aka Mr. Fundamentals, B-Sides Backpacker. I go to a lot of the B-Sides, help organize and everything. I've been in the field for about 20 years. 24 years. I started in 2000. I remember when I first started, the world was supposed to end right after I got hired. Like,
Y2K.
it was like the Y2K. I don't know if everybody heard of that. Like the what it was saying the Y2K, all the programming is supposed to go back to zero. Like everything was supposed to go back to zero, not 2000. So that was hilarious that we all believed that. But yeah, that's when I started. I started in help desk. I was an accountant, so I understand everybody's transitioning in, and I've been in the field ever since. One thing I love about this field that was different than accountant. Accountant is static. You start with one job and you end with one job. You die. Never move from your desk. But with IT, I reinvented myself every 5 years. There's new technology, new things to learn, right? New directions to go in. The direction today, cybersecurity. I've been in here for about 15 years, about 10 years, because they used to call it InfoSec. The term cybersecurity is fairly new. Barack Obama made it popular when he made the first cybersecurity bill or act, right? I think it was a bill because it forced all government agencies to have some cybersecurity directive. So I've been ever since. Then, now that I'm in, when I first started, right, there was one guy, me and another black guy, and a team about 100. And today there's maybe four black people, and there was no women. So now today maybe there's two women now. So my mission is to bring more minorities, to bring more women into it, right? Now that I have the resources and the experience, I want to share that and help as much people as I can get into cybersecurity. Right. So that's my
Yeah,
mission. And then I have with Taylor and Jesse, and that's their mission too. So why don't we collaborate?
absolutely. Yeah, I think we're stronger together. I mean, the more of us that are here and doing this and just helping people grow, I think is the key. I mean, whether it's going to volunteer somewhere and help underprivileged youth get access to technology,
Right.
or it's teaching on Saturdays, Mondays, and Thursdays, and whatever the case, one way or another, we are bringing value to the industry, and we're gonna we're gonna mess things up for the people that want things to stay the way they are, and I think we're gonna mess it up in a
Right.
good way. So, I mean, I think we got a lot of good things going, and really, I mean, you know, especially like, I mean, you've been to the local ISSA meetings with me, and you see the diversity in the
Oh, yes.
room. It is incredible, and that's what I mean. Part of the reason why I really enjoy that organization is because they welcome everybody. There's no holding anyone back there,
Yes.
and you could be day one into info security, and they'll take you in, and somebody will put you under their wing and carry you, and they'll guide you to where you need to go. And that's, I mean, that's what our mission is, I mean, you can know nothing and we're going to help you. So I feel that's at least the way I look at it. So when you echoed that, and you know, and like I said, we're stronger together, and we all have the same end goals: is make this industry successful. And the only way to do that is to bring in new, eager, fresh, young, well, or some of us are older, but bringing us in and really getting us into the workforce and bringing our skills that we may have gained somewhere else and bringing that different perspective to the field. I think is going to be big change. So
Yes.
awesome. Well, we got Chris Whitlock, we got Rania rolling in here. We already saw Toasty Pops. We got Nia. Got, got a whole crowd in here tonight. A whole 9 of you right now. Hopefully, we get a couple more stragglers trailing in here. Now, this is about normal for me. I get about 9-ish, depending on the Monday. Watch the restream of it. So, but
Yeah. And what I do I have a Saturday class, what I'll do is I'll um, add you as part of the assignment of things they have to do during the week.
Bring it
So I'll
on.
make sure they come to your class. I'll make sure they come to Jesse's class on Thursday.
Awesome. Marcelo, welcome in. Good to see you. Yeah, no, that'd be great. I mean, well, and same with us. I mean, we'll send people your way as well because, and we all teach a little differently, and everybody learns differently.
Yeah,
So having that
right.
diversity in teaching and learning styles will absolutely help everybody. So yeah, I think we're on the right track. So, but
And also, I want to show, especially for the new people, that these are not cults that you're following. You're not joining a cult where you can't join another one. We are all organizations helping each other out. We collaborate behind the scenes. We know each other, right? So I don't want you to feel, well, if I join, for example, Weiss's, right, that I can't join nothing else because the cult leaders might find me. No, no, we're all together in this.
yeah, I was actually I was talking with the Atlanta Technology Professionals group, and it tends to be a lot more like salespeople and CIOs and stuff like
Right,
that are there. Not necessarily. I mean, they're definitely welcoming, but it's not the crowd that we kind of run in, like with the people that are still growing in the industry and everything else, um, and really want to grow every day. Some of these guys, they're collecting a check at this point. They've been in the field for 30 years, but I was talking to some of the people there that were more active in the community and everything else, and they're like, wait, there's another group. There's somebody else that is actually doing stuff. We want to be a part of that. So they got interested in Simply Cyber. I told them about Professor Roger. Like I mean, I was laying it all out there, and they're like, oh my god, we got to get these people together. So it's absolutely incredible. I mean, there's going to be a shift in a lot of these groups, and we're going to really see a lot more popping up, especially in some of these smaller markets. When you look at like Arkansas and so Oklahoma, like there's not a whole lot of tech
right,
out there, but there are people there, and remote work's going to change that. And people really just need to start finding the others around there, the people that are curious and will go out on the internet and try to find groups that are like them, so or that align with their values and want to do the same thing. So there's a lot of room there to grow as an industry and as a cyber fan base, so to speak. Like we're all fans of this industry and the things that we get to do. So being able to network and stuff like that, we've got to have people that are willing to put in the time and organize these groups and kind of get stuff off the ground, which we're going to be very familiar with here soon. So you and I both
yes, yes,
with
yes.
ISSA. So yeah, but it'll be good things coming. Yeah, I'm checking out chat here.
Yeah, I see Toasty Pod says he was in finance before he became in IT. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I was in the car business for 16 years. Another
Wow.
another like what 8? No, probably about 6 years in customer service before that. So I mean, it was.
Yeah.
I mean, but I was always the all to like the guy you called for IT work. Like anybody had a problem with their computer or their printer, it was like, hey, call Taylor. He'll fix it. Fair enough. I'd be the guy leaving my customer standing in the middle of the service drive, and I'd run over to go fix something. So I gotta,
Oh man, that's funny.
yeah. No, it's hard to make money when you're constantly playing IT guy all the time, but I loved it. So what drove me to start my own little side business and doing stuff, moonlighting. So and then I turned that into a career. So can't can't hurt. Do what you love. So
Right, that's beautiful.
well, hey, are you ready to jump into some domain
Yep.
2.0 slides here
Let's
and
go.
see what we can do? I'm gonna grab the book here. I want to just run through the on my marker here just to go over the primary objective for it. So it is threats, vulnerabilities, and mitigations. Um, so what I did is I took pretty much every slide that I had previously made, lumped them all together, pulled out the couple that overlap between the sections in that domain, and then
Right.
we'll kind of run through them. There's about 20 of them, so I really want to just hit the high points, kind of hit what you see as sticking points with your students, and let's kind of focus on those and expand upon those. We'll just kind of run through these slides and go from there. And I don't know how much time you have, but I'm here all night, so.
I'm here with you.
And mentally, it's only like 6:20, so we got plenty of time to. At least my body thinks it's 6:20, so. All right, so let's jump in here. So, and it'll advance.
Hello, Miss DI.
All right, Miss DI's here. Oh, I rolled up my chat. Awesome, and CJ, welcome, guys. See y'all. All right, so welcome to Slay Security Plus SY0-701 Domain 2, and we are doing a domain review this evening. I am your host, Taylor McDonald, and we've got Professor Roger right above me, rocking and rolling, here to drop some knowledge bombs and lay in what he thinks is important out of these domains, and then I'll, of course, throw in my input as well. And I mean, you'll probably hear a lot of the same stuff I've talked about over the past couple weeks, so looking forward to it. So here are our 5 objectives. So compare and contrast common threat actors and motivations, explain common threat vectors and attack surfaces, various types of vulnerabilities, given a scenario, analyze indicators of malicious activity, and explain the purpose of mitigation techniques used to secure the enterprise. So essentially threat actors and then how to stop them. Well, threat actors, how to find them, and how to stop them are our objectives for this evening. Our stream sponsor, Simply Cyber, they're our partner. If you are new here, definitely check them out every Monday morning, or Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday morning, 8 a.m. daily cyber threat briefing. Get your news, get some knowledge, and a good time. So jump on in. We'll start with 2-1, threat actor types. So, Professor Roger, what do you see the most on the exam when you see threat actor stuff? What have you seen as far as your experience?
Oh yeah, on the exam they're gonna test you on the differences of it. They're gonna have questions that say, this threat actor didn't like the company because they supported a certain cause. And so they're going to ask you, what threat actor is that, right? This threat actor does ransomware. What threat actor type is that? And they're going to go over the remit of that.
Yeah, so I mean, you're looking, somebody doesn't like the company. It could be, depending on who it is, it could be a hacktivist or it could be insider threat.
Right.
So it could be somebody external to the company that doesn't like them, or if it's internal and they don't like them because they didn't get a promotion or they didn't get a bonus, there's your insider threat. And then start digging into things like organized crime. I don't like, you see, I mean, that's your big ransomware. That's your major threat actor groups. And then of course your nation states, your APTs, those are your Russia, China, North Korea. I think who else out there? Iran. And we got a few adversaries out there. But you can even think of the United States as an APT because we get into other people's stuff too. It doesn't get reported over here, but I'm sure we do it, and we have working with Israel to do the Stuxnet.
Yeah, and Ukraine too.
That was United States and Israel being an APT, getting in deep and breaking things. So unskilled
also
hackers.
Too was going to be on the test.
Say that again.
Oh, can you hear me, John?
Yeah.
I would say also one thing too that gets overlooked is shadow IT.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's one thing that's going to be on the exam, and it's very confusing. So that's one thing you got to make sure you have a handle on.
Yeah, you got Roger in finance spinning up his own mail server or his own web page for the finance department. Nobody knows about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, especially even people just bringing stuff in and plugging it into the network, bringing in their own
Right.
wireless router,
Right.
whatever it may be. And then you have to put in mitigations to be able to, something like that's plugged in. You can either identify it or block it completely. So with your NAC controls or um, just being able to have your network detection be able to detect a device that is unknown to the network through fingerprinting or whatever else.
Oh, Space Taco
Space
is here.
Tacos in the house. What? You can't hang out? You can't put an earbud in and at least listen to us?
Yeah.
All right, so let's rock on to the next slide here. Got a few to get through. So our different hats. I think kind of pretty simple here. Just your white hats, those are your good guys. Those are your penetration testers that are hired by somebody to actually test the security on the network. Black hats are your bad guys. And then gray hats kind of sit in between. They're those of us that might find a vulnerability in somebody's network and then let them know about it. So that's at least how I look at it is gray hats sit in that gray area where they're doing something wrong, but they're doing the right thing by letting people know about it, giving them an alert to say, hey, you've got a problem here. You need to fix this before somebody with bad intentions actually does something. Techie 2K or Y2K. All right, so our threat vectors. Let me jump back a slide. Threat vectors and attack surfaces. So, threat vectors list on the right hand side there. Got our message based, our wired networks, wireless networks, really kind of knowing the fundamentals on how all these different systems work and how somebody could gain access to your network. So things like removable devices, USB drives, external hard drives. I would even venture to say you buy a mouse off of Temu, it could have a keylogger in there or catching all your keystrokes. You never know. That's where you don't see Fortune 500 companies buying all their products off of Temu. They go through a secure supply chain.
Yeah, I wonder about Timu.
It's very sketchy. Have you seen the end user license agreement in their app? Where at any
Yeah,
point
yeah, I
they
looked
can
that over.
deploy an update without your permission. And the one thing that everybody says is it's going to be an update where they can actually gain remote access to your phone. And it doesn't need to ask for any more permissions when it does it. Pulling all your data out, pulling location data, tracking you, everything else. It's scary. But yeah, a lot of this stuff comes down to just basic hygiene. When you get to the lower end of the list, unsupported systems or applications, old applications, operating systems. Those things either shouldn't be on your network or they should be segmented. Open service ports, close the things down you don't need to use. Um, Default or weak credentials. Yeah, your username should not be admin with a password of password. I actually tried to use that for our link up tonight, and it wouldn't let me do it. I was actually proud of the website. They wouldn't let me put a weak password in there. Supply chain vulnerabilities, we'll dive into that here in a minute. But really the terms that you need to know on the exam especially are the attack surface. Essentially, what can be attacked. So the system, the application, the web server, what is presented and is able to be attacked by a threat actor. And then the threat vectors, essentially how they gain access. So finding that vulnerability that you have not patched or whatever may be the case. You have anything to add on those?
Yeah. So one thing that you have to have clear on, because the exam is going to go into some scenarios. one thing is what is a vector and what is a threat vector and what is an attack surface? All right. So I use the analogy of someone that's going to rob you, right? The threat is getting robbed. The person that's robbing you is the threat is the threat actor. What they use to rob you is